You can support In the Past Lane with a donation via Patreon or PayPal. Just go to inthepastlane.com and click on support. Thanks.
Whoa, hit the brakes. You've arrived at the #1 drive-by for American history. Welcome to The Pit Stop. Brought to you by In the Past Lane, the podcast about history and why it matters. Here's Edward T. O'Donnell, your host and historian at large.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to The Pit Stop, your Monday morning source for history on the go in just about 5 minutes. We offer this feature every Monday, in addition to our full feature episodes. Here's what happened in the week of October 1st, 2018. Let's start with birthdays. October 1st, 1914 is the birthday of historian Daniel Boorstin, who was born in Atlanta, Georgia. My favorite line from Boorstin is his statement on why studying history is so important. He once said, "Trying to plan for the future without knowing the past is like trying to plant cut flowers." And if you like that quote, it's available on a t-shirt at inthepastlane.com. This is a big week for the birthdays of U.S. presidents. October 1st, 1924, the 39th President of the United States, Jimmy Carter, was born in Plains, Georgia. October 2nd, 1890, comedian Groucho Marx was born in New York City. Groucho Marx once said, "The secret of life is honesty and fair dealing. If you can fake that, you've got it made." October 4th, 1822, is the birthday of the 19th President of the United States, Rutherford B. Hayes, who was born in Delaware, Ohio. Because Hayes' victory in 1876 was clouded in controversy, his detractors referred to him as his fraudulency. October 5th, 1829, the 21st President of the United States, Chester A. Arthur, was born in Fairfield, Vermont. Arthur, who thought the media was too nosy, once said, "I may be President of the United States, but my private life is nobody's damn business." October 5th, 1923, that's the birthday of Catholic priest and peace activist Philip Berrigan, who was born in Two Harbors, Minnesota. Philip Berrigan, along with his brother Daniel, became famous in the 1960s for their opposition to the Vietnam War. Philip Berrigan once said, "Power might come from the barrel of a gun, but justice never does." And October 6, 1917, civil rights activist Fannie Lou Hamer, who was born in Montgomery County, Mississippi. Fannie Lou Hamer once said, "We've got to have some changes in this country, and not only changes for the black man, and only changes for the black woman, but the changes we have to have in this country are going to be for the liberation of all people, because nobody's free until everybody's free." Okay, what about events this week? Well, this is a big week for the debut of pop culture icons from the 1950s. October 1st, 1955, the TV show The Honeymooners debuted. October 2nd, 1950, marked the debut of the comic strip Peanuts, featuring Charlie Brown, Snoopy, and the gang. October 3rd, 1955, the Mickey Mouse Club debuted on TV. October 3rd, 1995, former NFL star O.J. Simpson was found not guilty in the trial concerning the murder of his former wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and Ronald Goldman. October 4th, 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the world's first satellite. News of this achievement caused a panic in the United States and led Congress to establish NASA and allocate massive spending on research related to science and engineering. Sputnik announced the arrival of the space age. October 4th, 1927, sculptor Gustav Borglum began work on Mount Rushmore in South Dakota. 14 years later, his depiction of the faces of 4 U.S. presidents, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, and Theodore Roosevelt, was completed. Okay, time for the last word. Let's give it to President Jimmy Carter, who was born this week. Here are a few memorable lines from his inaugural address in January 1977. "The American dream endures. We must once again have full faith in our country and in one another. I believe America can be better. Our commitment to human rights must be absolute, our laws fair, our natural beauty preserved. The powerful must not persecute the weak, and human dignity must be enhanced. We have learned that more is not necessarily better, that even our great nation has its recognized limits, and that we can neither answer all questions nor solve all problems. We cannot afford to do everything, nor can we afford to lack boldness as we meet the future. So, together, in a spirit of individual sacrifice for the common good, we must simply do our best. Our nation can be strong abroad only if it is strong at home. And we know that the best way to enhance freedom in other lands is to demonstrate here that our democratic system is worthy of emulation. Okay, people, that's your History Fix for the week. Now put it in drive and go make your own history.